As parents, it's our responsibility to lead and guide our kids to be productive members of society in adulthood. Now, this is the job of two people because there is so much to teach our kids, like how to be kind and caring, how to have integrity, be hardworking, manage their emotions, on top of everything else that kids have to learn, like everything they learn in school and how to ride a bike and all of that sort of stuff. Now, unfortunately, there are so many parents nowadays that are doing this job by themselves, and they're struggling, and their kids are struggling, because being a single parent is exhausting. It's overwhelming, and it's lonely, and it's stressful. And so if you're here because you're a single parent dealing with this overwhelm and stress, and you'd feel like you're not showing up for your kids in the best way possible, I want to talk to you a little bit about self-care. I'm Tristan True, and I help single parents like you start to create a happier life for yourself and your kids by reducing the exhaustion and the drain and the overwhelm. So self-care is just one tip that will help you do this. You may have heard the saying, you can't pour from an empty cup, and this is true. Just like in your car, once your gas tank runs out of gas, you're not gonna go anywhere. And it's the same for your kids. Once you run out of gas, once you're drained and exhausted and tired, you won't show up as well as you need to give your kids the attention and focus they need. So self-care is vital. After my divorce, I got a coach, and the first thing she talked to me about was self-care. And I have to be really honest that when she told me I needed to start introducing self-care into my schedule, I was pretty resistant to it. I was working full-time, had a business on the side, 2 kids. I didn't need anything more on my plate. And so self-care seemed like a lot. But it doesn't have to be that way. Self-care can be a mindset shift. I thought that it needed to be extravagant, like vacations and massages, but it doesn't have to be that way. So I want to give you 3 examples today of small ways that I introduced self-care into my daily schedule. And as I give you these examples, start thinking about how you can start shifting your schedule. Start thinking about the things that you would like to do instead. Maybe they're the same as mine. Maybe they're different, and that's okay. But start thinking about what would be right for you. So the first thing is coffee. For me, I love coffee. And before I started thinking about self-care, I would be waking my kids up while I was making my coffee, rushing around the house, and then I would drive to work drinking some of it. And by the time I got to work, I was in meetings, and then I didn't get to really drink and enjoy my coffee until it was cold. And once I started thinking about self-care, I started to wake up like 30 minutes earlier. I would make my coffee before my kids got out of bed, and I started gratitude journaling. And I still do this to this day because it just starts my day off so well. So now I wake up before the kids and make my coffee and enjoy my coffee while I'm thinking about all of the things that I'm grateful for, which usually my kids are on that list. And it just sets my day up so nicely. Now, the key here is the intention of self-care. I know that that is my time. That is meant to fill my cup so that when I go to wake my kids up, I do it with a smile. I do it more playfully, and it sets their day up way nicer because I already have in my head what I'm grateful for. I've enjoyed a little bit of my coffee. I feel really happy. and it's just a great start for everybody. Tip number 2, lunchtime. Utilize your lunchtime or your breaks at work to go take a walk or call a friend or journal. Take that time to do something for you. I started going for walks on my lunch at work. Sometimes it would be with my coworkers, sometimes it would be by myself. But it is proven that getting out in nature and movement reduces stress and anxiety. So that was really important for me. Once I started doing this, the rest of my day at work changed even, and also filled my cup. The last one is bedtime. I started my kids' bedtime routine a little bit earlier so that I could take a shower without kids asking me a ton of questions, so that I could read a book before I fell asleep, so that I could journal, so that I could stretch. And I would do something a little bit different each night. But I put my kids to bed a little bit earlier each night, maybe like 15 to 20 minutes earlier than their normal bedtime schedule, and took that time to really relax. I started sleeping better. And then when I woke up in the morning, it was easier to do my gratitude journaling. So it all starts to snowball. But the important thing is going into those times of your day with the intention that that is your time, with the intention that you're filling your gas tank, with the intention that that time is meant for you. So I hope that these tips and tricks about self-care are something that you can implement. I hope that you're thinking about things that you enjoy doing that don't take away from your kids at all. They're not expensive or cost any money beyond what you're already doing. And they're just ways to make each day better for you. Now, if you liked these tips and you want more because you're overwhelmed and stressed out and exhausted and you're having trouble co-parenting or whatever it might be, I have a free mini course linked below that you can click on and sign up for, and that will be sent straight to your email. So again, totally free. It gives you some videos explaining the topic and then exercises that you can do to make each topic fit your life. And I hope this is really helpful because I know how hard it is to be a single parent. It is not easy. And I know how hard it can be on the kids as well. Hopefully this mini course will help you just a little bit, if not a lot. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out via email. I also have my email linked below. And let's chat. So enjoy the mini course, and I hope you have a wonderful day.